everyone, so today I wanted to share something with you that I don't normally talk about on this channel, and that is my gender identity. So the main reason that I am talking about this is because I recently came out to my parents. Yeah, so let's see now, backtrack. Recently I had, well, it was a good few weeks ago now, we had Easter holidays, and leading up to it I kind of was gearing myself to just come out to them. It was one of the things that was just kind of always at the back of my mind, but never knew how to approach it or when to approach it and that sort of stuff. And basically I just kind of, well, not went for it, you know, blurted it out, but like kind of, I just wanted to do it, something that I felt that I needed to do, and, you know, yeah, something that it felt right. That's the point I'm trying to make. So, well, when it came down to it, I was kind of found it difficult to always bring it up into the topic of conversation, because it is like, you know, it's not something you just blurt out, hey, I'm trans. So kind of the way I've done it was, there's NHS, on the NHS they have some information on there about gender dysphoria, which is what I have. If you want to know more about that, I can do a separate video if you want. But so I yeah, it basically just goes into detail about gender dysphoria, and so I basically just said to my mum, hey, can you read this for me? So she was reading it, and then she kind of, yeah, straight away asked me some questions like, you know, how long you've been feeling like this, and, you know, have you told many people, and that sort of stuff. So I explained, you know, I've been feeling like this for a good few years now, and I've told like friends and stuff like that, and I've even started by going by the name of Alexia, because for those who don't know, my actual, well, I wasn't given the name Alexia when I was born, I was given the name, I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, you don't need to know that, it's not important. So yeah, I was obviously given a different name, as I refer to as birth name, is what we're going to use from now on. And yeah, basically I just never well, growing up kind of identified it, but especially over the past few years I just haven't identified with that name at all, and my name, I identify with the name Alexia. And so yeah, I was kind of, well, it's not obviously not the only thing I told her, like, you know, with the gender dysphoria and stuff, just constant battle with myself sort of thing. Just backtrack a little. One of my main worries, I guess, leading up to it is that, you know, they would say that, you know, they don't love me anymore, or, you know, I can't live with them anymore, you know, they won't be interested in knowing me anymore. All of those big, you know, things that you worry about when you're kind of thinking about telling them this sort of stuff. But no, my mum, one of them, when I said to my mum, you know, I was worried about telling them and stuff like that, one of the things she said is that, you know, you're my own flesh and blood, and, you know, I'm not going to just disown you, so to speak. Which was, okay, that's not, you know, the exact response I was expecting, but it's not a bad one. I will take that. So yeah, I kind of find it easier to talk to my mum about this sort of stuff sometimes. My dad not so much, but then yeah, so then a couple of days later after I told my mum, I then kind of just, my dad was sitting in the living room watching TV. I basically just went in, sat down on his lap and was like, let's talk. And he's like, what? Because he just doesn't really talk, to be honest. I was like, you know, let's talk about me and stuff, and yeah, kind of trying to steer the conversation. It's very difficult. But yeah, cut a long story short, I, you know, managed to steer the conversation into, you know, the fact that I'm transgender and I don't identify with my birth name and stuff like that. And, you know, I go by the name Alexia, that's the one that fits right with me. And yeah, see, my parents are kind of like, they find it difficult to get their head around it and that sort of stuff, and, you know, pick up on the name and that sort of stuff, which is understandable. And also like the pronouns, like I told them, you know, I prefer female pronouns and stuff like that. And, you know, I'd like to transition and that sort of stuff, and like, yeah, one of the reactions was like, you know, it's your body, we can't really stop you, so there's nothing we can do sort of thing. Yeah, the kind of response I was hoping for was like, well, we're going to support you in the decisions that you make in your life. Not, oh, well, go on, get on with it sort of thing. You know. It's been kind of difficult to just... Because, yeah, I've been back in Hull now, like... Because I went home for Easter and I've been back here like kind of for a good... Yeah, over 2 weeks I think. Or maybe just 2 weeks. 3 weeks even. I don't know how long I've been back. Yeah, basically I've been wanting to do this video for a little while now, and it's just formulating words and sentences and stuff is difficult sometimes. Especially when it's a very kind of sensitive subject like this. So yeah, I've kind of lost my trail of thought, sorry about that. But I think this makes sense. Bottom line is, I've come out to my parents. It's the point I was trying to make in this video. They now know, and it's kind of like a massive weight has been lifted off me. Well, not only have I come out to my parents, I've told my brother and my sister, and, well, my sister has always been accepting whatever I do in life. I mean, obviously, I'm sure she would be a bit disappointed if I went out and murdered someone, but you know, she's always like, the decisions I make in my life, she's always just been supportive, like, in whatever I do, and I love her for that. She's great, support. My brother's reaction, like, I showed him the gender dysphoria page, and like, you know, one of his things was that he picked up on is the fact that, you know, gender dysphoria is not a mental illness, and I was like, oh, so you know, it's not a mental illness sort of thing. It's like, okay, thanks, I guess, for noticing that I'm not mentally ill. But yeah, my brother's difficult to talk to as well, to be honest. He's one of them ones that just doesn't really... He's not very open, and so it's difficult to be open around him. So yes. I mean, my sister, yeah, because I've kind of been talking to her, like, over the past few years anyway. And she's picked up on the name and everything, and the pronouns, like... Well, the name more so, the pronouns, I think, she's getting there. Well, she won't get straight away, but yeah, I think she's getting there now. And so, yeah. It's really nice to just... Basically, yeah, it just feels nice that I can, like... Well, obviously it's not going to be, like, you know, smooth sailing, but it's nice to know that they know, if that makes sense. Like, I can just go home and not worry, you know, what they're thinking and that sort of stuff, because they now know that I'm trans and I want to transition and I identify as female and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to stop the video here before I ramble on anymore. So I hope you like this video. If you did, please hit a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe if you haven't already. But if you want any more information on, or you're still confused because I didn't really explain properly, then yeah, just leave me a comment down below. Ask me questions and stuff. I'm happy to answer them, and if there's like a massive topic as well, then I'll just do another video about it. So yeah. Until then, I shall see you next time. Bye bye.